they had gotten the guys to do like ask to basically turn the tables around where they wanted to ask the girls question that all guys have questions too. Like it was so funny with some of them. But I do recommend going to watch listen to that podcast. It is so good. Um, my dream vacation spot. Okay, if we're talking inland, it is going to be. Hello, welcome to Breezyville. I know it's been a minute since I just did a channel thing. Well, today we're gonna be playing 20 questions, and these are questions that I've randomly found online. I wrote them down, I mixed them up just to have some fun. So I don't know what's gonna be playing, what's gonna come out with these questions. They're all out of order, so this is gonna be fun. But if you're new here, hit that like button or that bell for notifications. Also, please subscribe. I know we're going to the holiday season. I do have a fun episode, fun little thing I have scheduled for that as well. Um, with that being said, why don't we get started, shall we? Okay, first one. My go-to dessert. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm a huge Oreo fan. I will be biased on anything Oreo. I'm not joking. I can't do the carrot cake in Oreo or the German chocolate. One, I'm allergic to coconut. Two, I hate carrot cake. Don't judge me. I really do hate carrot cake. Um, biggest lesson I've learned. Oh, this is a deep one. I would say the biggest lesson that I have learned is life becomes easier when you accept the apology you never got. Because that person that you're so mad at, you never want to speak with them again, they're never going to apologize to you. And at the end of the day, it's only weighing you down. But life becomes easier when you accept a person. The apology you never got from that person. I did this years ago with my bio dad. So what I did was I wrote him a letter. I was never gonna send it, but I told him I forgave him. And that's it. He never got it, but it made my life, but it just gave me more of a peace of mind, honestly. What's the next one? Okay, ceremony or elope? Okay, here's the thing. I love weddings. I love going to weddings. But I've always said that if I were to get married, that I was eloping. I literally like here's the thing. I am an introvert through and through. I hate the attention being on me. The only time I love the attention being on me is when it's July and it's my birthday month. Yes, I'm one of those that had to have a birthday month. But as far as like ceremonies, like eloping to me is just it's less stressful. It makes me happy. Like when I think about it, honestly. And no offense to like all my friends and family who have eloped in general, um, who have had actual ceremony. Good for y'all. That's what y'all wanted to do. I don't personally want that when I get married, honestly. Um, what's next? Okay, what is my favorite song? Honestly, I'm an 80s fan. So I'm going back to Starship. Can you guess which one I'm going with? Nothing's gonna stop us now. I love that song with a passion. I will that's like my go-to. Like I will dance and sing that song all day long. Okay, what's my favorite holiday? Okay, this should be an easy one for those anybody that knows me. Halloween. I can celebrate spooky season all year long. That's just who I am though. I love Halloween. Like I have my like I plan my costume like months in advance, or maybe like literally as soon as Halloween's over this year, I already start to plan my costume for next year a lot of times. I'm a big Halloween person, and that makes up a lot for my personality, I think, honestly. I feel for my future husband. I really do. We will be going all out for Halloween. I do not care what you have to say on that one. Um, what do I miss most about Alabama? Okay, so I now live in Tennessee, but the one thing I miss most about Alabama, and I will say this till I die, so is Jack's. It's a for those of you who don't know, it's a staple in Alabama. And when my friend Emily was getting married in Scottsboro, I literally I told like guys, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna be late for rehearsal because I breakfast rehearsal because I'm stopping at Jack's to get me something to eat before I get there. And it was encouraged for us to eat before we got there because they were just gonna have donuts and stuff on hand at the venue. So it worked out in my favor. But I do miss Jackson. I always try every time I go back to Alabama. That's the one thing I always get. Because it just reminds me of home. Honestly. Okay. Recent podcast I listened to. Whoa, that's a good podcast. So it's not a secret. I'm a huge Duck Dynasty fan. I'm a huge Sadie Robertson fan. With that being said, she has a podcast called Whoa, That's a Good Podcast. And I can tell you the episode. It was they had gotten the guys to do ask do basically turn the tables around where they wanted to ask the girls question that all guys have questions too. Like it was so funny with some of them. But I do recommend going to listen to that podcast. It is so good. Um, my dream vacation spot. Okay, if we're talking inland, it is going to be. I would have to say Charleston, South Carolina. Hear me out. When I was younger, I wanted to live in South Carolina, but being from the South, you know how hurricanes and everything else is, right? Yeah. If we're talking out of country, Australia. I don't care what region. I just want to go to Australia. I want to pet a kangaroo. I want to see a kangaroo. I want to hold a koala and all of that. But yeah, Australia. I get suffer with the snakes, even though I'm terrified of snakes. Um, hmm. Okay. Tree up before or after Thanksgiving. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I am adamantly a tree up after Thanksgiving kind of girl. That I was always taught you put the tree up after Thanksgiving, you take it down after New Year's, the day after New Year's. I've just always been taught that. It's been stuck with me, and honestly, I want to give the turkey his month. Like, can we have let the turkey have his month? He is literally like like the third shadow, like a shadow party basically that only comes to play like the week, 2 weeks before the week of things, 1 week in November. Let the turkey have his month, please. And why don't we have more Thanksgiving movies out there? That would be amazing to have, honestly. Um, okay, what is the most attractive quality in a guy? If you would have asked me this when I was a teenager, I would have to say dark hair and a sense of humor. Dark hair is still a turn on for me. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But dark hair, dark eyes, amazing. But if we're going like the most attractive, honestly, intentional dating. I like a guy who is intentionally dating you and will stay intentionally dating you. To me, that's the most attractive quality because you know where he stands, honestly. and you know there's a future there, and you're not just wasting your time. Um, okay. What are my thoughts on pineapple on pizza? Okay, anyone who knows me, y'all knows I'm adamantly against pineapples belonging on pizza. I will argue you up and down. Like I always tell people, I don't judge. But the minute you put pineapple on your pizza, you open yourself up to judgment. I don't care at that point. No, I love pineapples, but I also will not put it, but I also don't want pineapple on a pizza. That just ruins a perfectly good pizza. And I stand by that statement. Okay. What is my biggest flaw? Ooh, the fact that I overthink. I'm literally like over the years, I have gotten so bad that I'm an overthinker. And it's my anxiety that kills me if I'm being frank with y'all. Like, I literally, I'm an overthinker, and it's my best and my worst quality because I'm always two steps ahead. But at the same time, I'm always wondering, um, overthinking the whole situation in my head. Like, my anxiety just does not just feel as fuel to the fire on that, honestly. Um, okay, next question. Alabama or Auburn? Okay, we all should know this by now. I am an Auburn fan through and through. You will never see me root for Alabama. Never. And here's the thing. I say that because if you're from the state of Alabama, there are two main football teams because we don't have an NFL team to begin with. But in Alabama, you're either an Auburn fan or an Alabama fan. Unless you're that rare occasion where you don't really care about football, but for a lot of people, they default to whatever team their family roots for. Okay, so um, I'm an Auburn fan through and through, War Eagle. I would love to go to an Auburn game because I really want to swag surf, but I also want to witness the Eagle so bad. Maybe one day I will find me a boyfriend and boyfriend soon to be husband. Like, be like, hey, we're going to this game. You gotta understand that. I will go to whatever game your team whatever team you root for, because I have a feeling God is gonna have a sense of humor and make me fall and make my future husband, be a Tennessee fan. I'm just saying. But as far as Alabama and Auburn go, Auburn all day, never changing that opinion for no one. Um, what is my favorite movie? Oh, okay. This is getting kind of cliche, cheesy, but I'm a huge 80s fan. But I also, I will say, every time this movie comes on, I promise you, I will stop what I'm doing. I don't care. I will rewatch it and watch it again. Dirty Dancing. Oh my gosh, especially when the time of my life comes on. How do you not just wanna, man? Um, what are my favorite flowers? Okay, so I love sunflowers. I don't like roses because they're so overrated. I really don't. I also don't like real flowers, mainly because I can really keep myself alive. What makes you think I'm keeping actual? What makes you think I'm gonna actually keep real plants alive? Let's be honest with y'all on that one. But I say sunflowers, specifically fake sunflowers. Why? They last longer. And I know I don't have to I can put them in a corner somewhere. I don't have to worry about watering them, make sure they get enough sunlight, anything like that. I'm weird. We all know this. Um, what is my favorite show? Honestly, my favorite show of all time, Bewitched. I love Bewitched. Oh my goodness. I will binge it and binge it and binge it. Oh my gosh, but Endor is my favorite from the whole show, honestly. I always try to have a wicked personality like Endor. Um, would I ever root for Ohio State? So last year, Ohio State made it to a national championship. Here's the thing. There are two teams in college football that I hate more than anything in this world. Alabama and Ohio State. You will never see me rooting for Ohio State. If it came down to Alabama and Ohio State, I I can't pick one. I really can't. I know I should say Alabama because it is the South, and oh goodness, we all know it. It's the South. It's the SEC. I'm biased against the SEC. I will be biased with the SEC, but I will never root for Alabama. I know that, but I will never root for Ohio State. I hate Ohio State with a passion. I really do. And I still think that Ohio State Texas game should have been a game for the playoff, like later on in the season or the playoffs, because they knew what they were doing. They really did when they scheduled that game. What is your most hated holiday? Valentine's Day. I hate Valentine's Day with a passion. There's a dark history behind it that is really romanticized. Now, I will say this: there's only one Valentine's Day I like, and anyone that knows me will vouch for me on this one. But the Valentine's Day that I like the most, February 14th, 1929. Just look it up if you don't, you know. Alright, and the last one. What celebrity would I love to meet the most? Dolly Parton. She is my dream celebrity to meet. She's a humble queen. Like, she came from nothing. She literally remains humble to this very day. And I love her. But that is it for this little segment. I am planning on doing a Thanksgiving Q&A, so any questions you have for me on Thanksgiving, just drop them in the comments. I'll see y'all next time.